Hey, how you doing? This is Kitch, and you are watching me play Factorio. We got a bit of a problem. I don't know if you can see it, but we've got some stone bricks on our copper lines, which is actually not a good thing. Believe it or not. I don't know how far it's spread, but I have seen the cause. So we need to go up there and we need to get this taken care of. It's a mess. It's an absolute mess. I can't believe that I did that. You know, there's some folks out there, some Let's Players out there that may go and kind of gloss over that and just fix it. I'm not that kind of guy. I want to. These things happen. These things happen. Oh, it's a big mess. I already fixed the problem. The problem is that we went a little too far north with some of these miners. And, yeah, it just didn't work out. And let's see, I think I fixed that, and there's still one here that has it going. Okay, so let's get this taken care of. Yeah, I think we can do that right there. And we're gonna have this one square right here that's not gonna have a miner on it. But I think what we can do is pull that back and just send you in like that, and that should cover everything. Oh my, what a mess. What an absolute mess. Oh, and it comes down here in the balancer and it gets all ho ho ho. All right, let's snip this off. Like in this general area here. And let's see if we can find a way to filter this out. I think these two lines are clean. So let's just start by doing something like this. Let's see, is that gonna be enough space? I think so. Can we make these? I know we're making them in the mall, but right now. Okay, let's do that right there. Let's see, you're gonna need to be powered. Okay, and we want to set filter for stone. Stone, stone, stone. And hopefully that will get the offenders. And we'll have to do some like manual cleaning of these. Now there's a furnace down here that has stone in it. You guys are all filled up on that side. Why is that? Probably because some of this is all messed up. All right, let's get some more filters. Filter, filter, filter. And this is just temporary here, so we don't have to make it look too beautiful. But we want you to grab stone, stone, and stone. And I don't know how that transport bell got on there, but let's get rid of that as well. All right, that should help. Oh, there's one with a stone brick on it. Let's fill it up with... That's probably our culprit there. Now, do any more of these have the stone icon? One of you must, because I'm seeing stone on this line, and it's got to be on this side. There you are, right there. And you. Copper, 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 copper. What are you? Okay, you. Okay, I think all these furnaces are clean. They have copper in them, so I'm hoping that will make it where they will. Okay, and let's just do. Oh, these should all be cleaned up right now. Nope. They're still coming out. don't know where they're coming out from. But hopefully that's going to clear it out over time, and that'll be taken care of. And these, nothing that we're feeding copper to should be feeding stone, so the stone should just make it naturally to the end of these lines, like right here. They should work their way through the system and just end up at the end. Which isn't great for our production. We'll have to go and check it a couple of times, but at least it will filter out. Oh, man, what a mess. What a mess. What a mess. To-do list. Let's see, we built the laser turrets. We upgraded copper ore in general, kind of. Check. Stone. Contamination. Man, that just contamination? Is that right? Check stone on copper lines. And we'll save that. Let's see, we need to add purple science. These are goals. And we need to add yellow science. And we need to do blue circuits. And just a circuit upgrade in general. And what I mean by that is we need to make more greens and more reds. All right, well, I think that is our to-do list. I forgot to do that in the last episode. I am sorry. But yeah, I think we can go and start doing a little bit of our to-do list items. Now that that copper fiasco is at least managed. We're not going to call it fixed. We're going to call it managed. All right, I'm going to go knock out this stone here, and we'll roll the intro, and we will get into doing things the right way from now on. I've been waiting around. It seems like we were getting attacked like constantly, just all the time, and that hasn't happened in a while. And I was trying to show off the mod that I just installed, and there we go, right there. It's a mod called Laser Beam Turrets, and yeah, it changes the little pew 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 thing from the laser turrets to a nice little powerful, strong-looking beam. I like it. I like it a lot. It makes it feel more powerful, more lasery. And I think, looking at some of the Friday facts, one of the screenshots that came out not long ago that was showing off some of the new textures for the defensive elements, kind of looks like it may be a mod that's going to be integrated into vanilla soon. I don't know. It's hard to tell. You shouldn't speculate, but that's what it looked like to me. That it wasn't the little pew 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 things. It looked like there were actually beams coming out of the turrets, and I do like that a lot. It's you know, not a game-changing mod. It just changes the graphic, but it adds a little bit of a feel. And later on, whenever we get our more robust defenses set up, I think it's going to be quite the thing. So I got copper set up. We now have a good line. And I redid all of the priority splitters for the iron and the copper. So now those are now all working properly. Let's see, that's not what I was looking. I was going to look here. Check stone on copper lines. We probably still need to do that. And I want to work on getting some of these upgraded here. So let's work on that. And we're actually going to do a couple of things to assist us with that. The first thing we're going to come over here and do is come over here and grab a stack of passive provider chests, which we are going to set everything up, at least the important stuff here. And I want to grab a couple of stacks, maybe just two will be more than enough. And, you know, I don't want to bore you with all this, so let's just get the stuff that we're actually going to need. We'll do that. I don't think we actually need it, though. Same with those. We are going to need assembling machines. I know we're going to need that for sure. We're probably going to need power poles. None of the circuit stuff right now. Inserters, though, we are going to need all kinds of those, and plus all of our belt and belt accessories. And let's just take a look around and make sure that we got everything important. Defensive stuff, I'm going to go ahead and grab walls and solar panels and some of these things just so I don't forget them. Combat robots, I forgot about that. Can we make the next level of those yet? We can. All right, let's just go ahead and set those up. Probably need to do a refresh on the mall here. But we'll get to that. Okay, so we got those set up. We need to set up our robot network, which is something that I haven't done. And this is probably not going to line up as well as it did in the practical or impractical Factorio series, I should say. But it's going to line up. If we have some overlap, it's not going to be the end of the world. All right, we want to get that covered. We want to get... let's see, that's not gonna line up perfect. That's okay, though. We want to get all of that covered. That's a tough one right there. It won't fit in there. It's fine. It's fine. There we go. We just want to get all the mall covered with RoboPort coverage. And did that do it? No, we've still got some down here. You there. And you there. Okay, then we just need to get some power there, and that will get our mall with RoboPort coverage, which means that basically we should be able to auto-build a lot of this stuff, provided we have some construction robots in the network. And I'm going to go ahead and just take this down, because we're headed this way. There we go. Just so we get all of our bus... all of our factory, basically, in robot range. That looks pretty good. Let's grab a couple of stacks of construction bots. Let's grab 200 of them. And let's go ahead and grab some logistic bots, because why not? And we'll go ahead and get those in the system. And let's see. We said 200 construction bots? All right, and... now we have the ability to have just the base, the base robots build the stuff in the base that we want built, and they're going to go ahead and fill in a lot of this stuff, but that'll be fine. And we want it at least up this far, because this is where we're going to be focusing today. All right, and I think that'll be good for now. Let's go ahead and take a blueprint of this, because we want to expand you guys out. We want basically all of that, and we could take the turrets out. And you know what? Let's before we do that, let's upgrade the power poles. So we're not constructing wooden power poles in the mall. So it could be an issue. But by doing this, we're basically making it where we know that we have everything in the mall that we need in order to make this work. All right, I'm going to go ahead and expand this line out. You four go that way, you go up that way, and you're going to be... like that. All right, we've got got some blocks on the end there. Do we have some over here too? Yes, we do. We'll go ahead and clean those out. All right, and now I think we should be able to print this. Take out the turrets. I'm going to go ahead and disable my roboports because I want the base robots to work on this. All right, it's not perfect, but it'll work. All right, I'm going to go ahead and take this out one. And let's go ahead and take it out one more. And we'll see how far that gets us. Essentially tripling our blue circuit production, our green circuit production. And we'll want to fill in some of these holes here. All right, and we'll just relax. We just have to place it down. And the robots in the factory are going to go ahead and take care of all that for us. Okay, so this one is already in that condition. So let's, it should be fairly tileable the way it's at. So let's go ahead and just copy that. And we'll plonk it down. Let's see, trim off these two. Nope, wrong one. That one. That should just fit in right there. We got rid of those poles. We could take it in one closer. I think we want to do that. Yeah, just like that. Go ahead and place that down. And are you guys going to cover? You are. That's going to get the input all the way through, and that basically doubled our red circuit production and tripled our green circuit production. And we'll see how that may back up those two lines. We may have to do some upgrades in that department, but we will find out about that fairly shortly. Construction bots. Boy, not a lot of them are really working, and I'm not quite sure why. Oh, do we have yellow belt? That would be a question. We have yellow belt, and it's not in Roboport range. What do you mean it's not in Roboport range? Oh, it's because you're not powered. That would probably help significantly. All right, once that gets... Okay, there we go. That's going to bring all our robots out. Man, I'm really batting 1,000 this episode. All right, and now we have all of our construction robots out. Wait, 197. Why do we have 197? That doesn't make sense. Oh well, I'm sure it'll all be fine. All right, so that's how we upgrade the circuits. That's just going to stay right there. All right, let's see. What do we need to concentrate on now? I think right now what we need to concentrate on is setting up a blue circuit build. And let's see, I think we can just do that straight. And I don't remember what the exact ratio is for that. So I'm going to start out kind of small. I think I'm going to start out with like 4. And let's see, we'll set you to blue circuits. Oh, you know what? We don't have any sulfuric acid here. How are we going to do that? Well, sulfuric acid just needs sulfur, which... Sulfuric acid just needs water, right? No, it needs water and petroleum. Okay, so if we... That's probably why I left all this space here. Well, actually, it's probably not. It was probably a pure accident. Probably just the Factorio rule of always leaving space. But that'll certainly work. Okay, so we need a plant that is making sulfur, and a plant that is making sulfuric acid, which I believe just requires iron, sulfur, and water. Okay, so we need to flip those. I didn't need to take those up. So yeah, if we do that right there. Petroleum. Well, we'll see if these line up. I don't remember. Oh no, you just take water. You just take water. Water, and you take the petroleum. So we'll take you out that far. All right. So, water. And petroleum. All right, and that'll get that. You will come over like that. Let's see. Dot, 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 and dot. All right, and there's like this little pattern you can do. Let's see. No, you go over there. Over there. Over there. There. Like that. And that gives us our output for every factory. Okay, that's working, I think. Yeah, all of a sudden, I'm having a really hard time remembering how to do the blues. Let's see. I guess this is why you have your standard blueprints. It looks like I could do this right here. And, yeah, just pipe. I don't know why I'm using all these undergrounds. They're really not necessary anymore since we have the fabulous squeak through. Up, down, up, down. That gives us all our outputs, and I think that may work. All right, and then you need red circuits and green circuits. And sulfuric acid. That'll feed all of that. Then we have a full line of red circuits and a full line of green circuits. Reason why I like to have a full line of green circuits is because these things just take ridiculous amounts of green circuits. So we definitely want them on the inside, and we want them to have a full line. And long-handeds will be okay on the outside to grab the reds because they need less reds. And let's see, that takes 10 seconds, so output, 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 and output. And our blues will come out there. Does that seem reasonable? I don't know if it seems reasonable, but it looks like it may work. Let's test that out. Let's see, you're gonna need greens. And we're not dealing with science bus up here, so that can run straight across. And you're gonna need reds. Shouldn't conflict. Shouldn't. No, it will. No, it won't, because it's on that side. All right. So green, we want an output priority definitely on these. And you are going to come in like this. Kind of overkill on the reds. What is the ratio there? 10 to 2. Yeah, very much overkill. I have no problem with having a very, very full line of something, though. It's having too much. It's not really that big of a deal in this game because if you have too much, it'll naturally buffer itself over time, and you know you're not gonna waste too much by having it sitting there. But if you don't have enough, that is another problem altogether. All right, so that'll be greens on the inside. And then we want reds again on the outside. You'll go under. And that's too far. And it's really not that big of a deal, except it totally is. All right, and let's see. Can we get this powered? That's going to be the next big question. Ooh. Oh, you're going to need iron too, aren't you? Oh, we out undergrounds? Can we make some more? Yes. All right, that's situated. All right, so for now, we can do something like this, just to get the blue circuits moving. And I'm gonna have to think about that. Might have to end up putting a space in there, just an extra little space, just to help with that horrible, horrible problem that we're having. Let's see, we'll take you under, go ahead and take you under, and I think we want our blues coming right here. All right, and there's our 3 circuits, and that should be everything that we need in order to get our next tier sciences going. Granted, we're not going to be producing anything at any crazy rates, but, oh, hey, car. Hey, let's get in our car. I always forget and leave it in places. Yeah, we're not going to be producing anything at any incredible rates, that is for sure, but it's going to be a drastic improvement. How are you guys doing up here? Looking pretty good. How are you doing on resources? You're getting enough iron, you're getting enough copper. It looks good. There's like a 2-to-1 iron to copper ratio here is what I think it is. So basically, whenever we see that this iron belt is running out, that'll be the cue for us to... well, no, actually, we'll need to check the copper belt. I don't know what I'm talking... Don't listen to me. I have no idea what I'm saying. Yeah, we need to check this iron belt and this copper belt, and this is going to be an extra line of copper on the outside. And when we see this copper belt starting to run a little bit low, that's when we need to supplement it with this secondary copper belt coming in from the outside. The iron belt should be able to take it to the end, and once we see the iron belt starting to get low, that is the cue that we actually need to upgrade that to red belt, and then to blue belt, etc. We repeat the process, and we can just keep it going that way. And I don't remember the math exactly, but that's why there are actually 4 output belts here, is because once this thing is fully upgraded and fully running, and we're getting all the stuff in here going just as fast as it can, it produces something like 3.2 belts is what I believe the number is. So that's why we have the 4. We're not getting 4 belts of circuits out here, but we're getting over 3. So that's the deal with the 4 belts. But yeah, reds are backed up, and we're starting to get some blues on the line. Let's go ahead. I'm going to go ahead and put a chest here and an inserter. And we're gonna stockpile up some of these blues, because it is always a very good idea to have a stockpile of blues, because we're getting close to the point where we're gonna need to upgrade our armor. Where are we at? Yeah, we can go ahead and get power armor, and that requires 40 processing units. So that will be a good little project. Getting attacked up there, and all that is normal. Let's look at the power real quick. Oh, we're starting to get there. So yeah, it might be time for a power upgrade as well. Well, thank you very much for watching. I really appreciate it. More maintenance in this episode, but in the next one, we should be able to start cranking out some serious science down here on this side of the laser turret area. Thank you very much for watching. I really appreciate it. And I will see you in the next episode. Have a good one.